Welcome back, Plug Nation. Today, you already know you're here to get some great information. Whatever you gotta do, make sure that like button is blue, hit that subscribe button if you're new, and let's get right into the news. So you already know there's so many talks right now going on throughout the 2K community about 6'9" builds being overpowered and steals being overpowered and so many things that people are arguing about whether or not they are overpowered / take skill and all that. Anyway, Brother Jones went to Twitter and he said, what's y'all shooting percentages right now in 2K23? I'm trying to see something. Let me know in the comment section, even if it's bad, what right now you are shooting from the 3-point range on 2K23. Anyway, if you're watching the last news video, the main topic was the fact that 2K is dropping patches without patch notes, and then everybody goes to Twitter freaking out because they hopped on and didn't know how to dribble a little bit, so they say, oh, my build's patched, blah blah blah, and turns out there was actually no change at all to the gameplay from what Mike Wang said. We don't know for sure, but from what the gameplay director of the game said. Anyway, this guy went to Twitter and said, want to make a 6'9" build in 2K23, but if they get nerfed, that's a whole $100 down the drain. At Baluba, the gameplay director, talk to me. Is the game staying like this throughout the year? Everyone and their mother has a guard the size of KD, thinking of 6'7". Gotta make them precautions. VC ain't no joke. And Mike Wang actually replied to his tweet, which threw me off because I did not expect him to reply to anything like that. And he said, not planning any nerfs to 6'9" builds. So if you didn't know about the speed test that we showed in the last video, you would say, if you were thinking logically, how can you necessarily patch one build, like a 6'9" build? How can you patch that? Well, that's because 2K Toots did a test that was eye-opening, that had the whole community talking. And as you see right here, we're gonna pull it up again. There's a 6'1" build and a 6'9". There's a 21 speed with ball difference, a 15 acceleration, and a quick first step difference as well. Hall of Fame to gold. And from running from the left side to the right side, the 6'1" was just a tiny bit faster. Now, I don't necessarily agree with that. I'm not saying that 6'1" should be super fast or they should slow down 6'8" and 6'9", but that is crazy. 21 speed with ball difference, less acceleration, less quick first step, and they're right there with speed. But I want to tell you guys for sure, because you might not have seen it a lot because people are only making 6'8" and 6'9". 6'1", my 6'1" build is way faster than my 6'8" build due to acceleration. Acceleration is very important. Yes, you just seen that test right there and it doesn't seem like it, but I promise you, my build that has a 96 acceleration versus my build that has like a 77 or like 81 with the gym rat is much faster at running. Not necessarily like from side to side, but I'm telling you, it is definitely a noticeable difference. So it's interesting, and yes, maybe they shouldn't be as fast, maybe they should be, I don't know, but let me know how you guys feel about it in the comment section down below. Mike Wang had a question asked. He said, will speed with ball remain the same throughout the year, where the speed burst with the ball comes from acceleration and not speed with the ball? Just want to know before making my new player. He said, yeah, that's not changing. That's not changing. So you might be able to mess around with your build and make your build a little bit better, like lower the speed of the ball, because it's actually not as important as most people think this year on 2K23. It's more about the acceleration on your build. Now, keep in mind though, you still need to go up on your speed with ball to get ball handle and to get the playmaking badges. So you're still going to need it, and it does mean something, but it just doesn't mean nearly as much as it does with acceleration. So that's a lot to take in, but very interesting talk about builds being patched. So if you made a 6'1", 6'2", 6'3", you don't necessarily have to worry as long as you have acceleration. But at the same time, you're able to make a 6'8" build, 6'9", have way less speed with the ball and stuff, and still be close to as fast as a 6'1". Now, you already know about Zins. If you don't, it's something that you're able to basically green every single shot with. It was a problem in 2K21 very badly. 2K had to take out this thing called shot aiming. It's a whole long story, but basically 2K was able to find a way around people being able to use that, unless you're really a spot up shooter and you only spot up, and that is with different shot timings. So as you all know, in 2K23 there's many different shot timings you have for a bunch of different shots, and that pretty much eliminates the fact that you can use a Zin, which holds your X button or square button down for a certain amount of time to where you can green every single shot. You know what I'm saying? So that is not able to really be done in 2K23. I don't even think it works on next gen. I don't know for sure, but I know that the only way it would possibly even work is if you're only a spot up shooter and you only take spot up shots. But one thing that is really annoying, I do like the fact that they were able to kind of eliminate it from the game. As you guys know, many different shot timings. I could take the exact same shot 10 times in a row where I walk up and shoot a mid-range shot, and I guarantee you there's going to be 4 to 6 of those shots or a different release speed, a different shot, like where you can actually look at it and say that is not the exact same jump shot that I had before. And that is the most annoying thing. Like, I have maxed out stamina, I run over a little bit to the right and do a fadeaway, and it gives me a different shot than the last one where I did the exact same thing. 2K, I really hope you're able to go in and kind of change that a little bit this year, because that is not what we want. Okay, it's very, very frustrating. The most frustrating thing in this game this year, I think, in my opinion. Now, the different shot speeds where you have low stamina and all that, I completely agree with. I actually like that in the game, but the ones where you take the exact same shot and it's a different release speed is crazy. Anyway, this guy went to Twitter and posted that Zins are back on 2K23. As you see, he's playing at the 1v1 court on current gen. The Galleon, I think, is what it's called. But you see, he's just going to hold the button down all the way and green the shot. Then this guy is going to come up and inbound the ball to him, where he's going to do it once again. Just completely hold it all the way down, and it perfectly times the shot for him. Now, of course, this sent the 2K community into a frenzy. The tweet has like 900 likes. People were going crazy. But it turns out that he was on PC. So I don't know how he faked it. I really don't care. But Zins are not back on 2K23. You do not have to worry about that. You are not losing to someone who has a Zin. They are just good at timing their shot. You know what I'm saying? I'm very glad that that is not able to be done in 2K23. And that's one of the things that makes me the happiest, because 2K21 was ruined by that. I literally think that 2K21 was a decent game before Zins were put into the game and the speed boost glitch. Like, if we didn't have the speed boost glitch, it could have been a lot better of a game, but of course it turned out, you know, the way it turned out. Anyway, we have a notice of data breach from 2K. Yes, 2K support was hacked. They sent out an email and said, we're contacting you to let you know that an unauthorized third party gained access to and a copy of a limited volume of personal data held in 2K's help desk system. So 2K support was hacked, and apparently they got some sort of info. I don't think they really described exactly what info was given out to these people, but just be careful out there. If you get an email from 2K support, something like that, don't get your account hacked. Don't give them any credit card information, nothing like that. I'm trying to help you guys and save you some money. Anyway, this guy went to Twitter and said, at Baluba, how am I supposed to hit legend when I get wins and they don't count? 2K support won't respond, and I'm supposed to play on only one build. Like, come on, fix this. So we've talked about this video after video now, and as you guys know, I had to play all of my 100 rec wins for the season quest to hit legend on one build. They did not transfer to my other builds. My points in the park do not transfer to other builds. There's so many quests. Some people's do, by the way, but there's so many quests that do not work. And when people quit in the rec, it doesn't count as a win on your season quest. It counts on your player card, but doesn't count on your season quest. So I had to play 3 extra days of my life awake to sleep to make up for that, because by the time I finished my 100 rec wins, I was at like 140 rec wins in total, which is crazy. That's like 3 entire days that I had to put out there, which I could have spent doing something else. You know what I'm saying? And I really hope that 2K goes out there and fixes that for next season or something like that, because Joe knows even replied to it and said same for me and a lot of other people, man. I reported this issue to a dev. Hopefully we get it fixed. And I know for sure that 2K did not purposefully do it like that, because some people's it does transfer, and it wouldn't make any sense because 2K literally makes a lot of money off people making builds. Why would they incentivize you to only grind to legend on one build? That would make a lot of people like me not want to make any other builds so that I can hit legend the least stressful way. You know what I'm saying? So hopefully 2K goes in there and fixes that. And then we've got the core badges to talk about, because that is a huge glitch right now in the 2K community. The animations getting reset when you log on, your controller settings getting reset, where your shot meter is turned back on. We've got to fix these things, 2K, in the patch that comes out next time. And please give us patch notes as well, because a lot of people, including myself, are encountering this core badge glitch. Now, if you don't know what I'm talking about, for example, a lot of my builds, if you guys watch my build videos, get 12 finishing so that you can put your +4 onto it and get 16 finishing, so you can use silver limitless takeoff and get the quick drops off one, which is really all you need. Well, if you do that +4 to get, for example, your silver limitless takeoff, the game does not register that you had that many badges. So when you're sitting there doing quick drop, or a slithery finisher, whatever it is that you use to get into that tier 3 that you weren't able to get without the plus badges, it doesn't count it as core progression for a lot of people, including myself. So for example, my build at 6'8" is supposed to actually get Slithery Finisher Cord or Limitless Takeoff Cord, and then you be able to use the other one as well. But instead, I can't even core one of them and use the other because it does not count as the progression, because the game doesn't register that I have enough badge points to even get that badge, because I use my extra badges to get it. Yeah, it's a lot, but it's very annoying. Anyway, Splash Edition said, ain't seen a PG smile on stream yet. I can't imagine how insanely difficult it is this year to be a point guard in competitive Pro-Am 5v5. Like, rec is stressful enough for me, and I cannot imagine what them 2K League players are going through and those comp stage players, because man, guard is not easy this year. Now, of course, I love it. I actually really like the fact that it's not easy and you can actually separate yourself this year. But dude, 5v5 competitive Pro-Am, if you guys watch any of that, I bet it is hell out there for the guards. But it's also an amazing skill gap. Like I said, you can separate, you can look at one guard and look at the other, and you can tell a big difference in skill. So that's actually really good, and I can't wait for the 2K League to start up again to see what these guys are really playing like out there on 2K23. But guys, make sure to let me know in the comment section if I didn't bring up any issues that you've seen that I talked about that you have. Let me know in the comments, and also let me know how you feel about the video about 6'9's being almost just as fast as a 6'1 with way less acceleration, way less speed. Now, I completely agree with the argument that the 6'9 has way longer legs, they have a longer stride, but only if it was pretty similar in the speed. Like, say the 6'9 had 5 less speed with ball, 5 less acceleration, I'd be like, okay, I completely understand that. But 20 is crazy. Hall of Fame quick first step to gold, I just don't think it should be like that. It doesn't necessarily make the builder fair. Now, you guys know I got all types of builds: 6'1, 6'3, 6'6 guard, 6'8. So I play on everything. There's no bias when I'm talking because I've got every build. So if they patched one build, they would nerf one of my builds, make one of my builds better, and at the end of the day, I would come out with the same thing. You know what I'm saying? But anyway, guys, make sure to drop a like, hit that subscribe button. If you know, click one of these two videos right here. If you didn't see the last news video, it's very important. Click one of these two. You're still listening to me, you gotta click one of these two videos right here. It's your boy Badge. But guys, let me know how you feel about the video in the comment section down below. Why are you still listening to me? Click this video, and I'm out. Peace.